Relegation was in the air down in Tuam, where Galway entertained Kildare, although now both could still avoid the drop. At the other end then of the table, Meath and Cavan were chasing promotion back to Division 1 when they met in Navan. Reporting for us are John Fallon and first, Paul O'Neill.
While Meath and Cavan went into this game in second and third place respectively and just 1 point off top spot, they knew a point might not be good enough for promotion. It was nip and tuck in the early stages, but Cavan had a chance to take a firm grip on 5 minutes, only for Martin Dunn to send his shot for a goal wide. Martin Riley was in impressive form, especially in the first half, and he underlined this with a point to edge the visitors ahead by 2 points to 1. Later, Tomás Corr pushed forward to land this point for Cavan as Meath struggled to get into the game. It took until the 23rd minute for Meath's first score from play to arrive, courtesy of cornerback James McEntee, who was forced off through injury soon afterwards. Mickey Newman was a late inclusion in the Meath starting lineup, and his third point meant they trailed by 5 points to 4 with 3 minutes to go to the break. But a brace of Shane O'Rourke points, this his second, meant Meath went in at the interval up by 6 points to 5. Mickey Burke got the first score of the second half to double the winners' advantage as they resumed with more intensity. However, it continued to be tight and tense, and Cavan, who had a good spread of scores, equalised at 8 points apiece thanks to this one from Damien O'Reilly. A Martin Riley free had moved Cavan 3 points clear, but 3 unanswered points, including another from O'Rourke, saw Meath draw level again at 12 points each. In a gripping finale, Cian Mackey might have had a goal for Cavan, but luckily for Meath, Donncha Tobin was there to block. At the other end, Stephen Bray had an opportunity for a Meath goal, but he played safe by popping the ball over the crossbar, and they led now by 13 points to 12. And it fell to Eamon Wallace in the final minute of injury time to round off the scoring and secure the win for Mick O'Dowd's side, as it finished Meath 14 points, Cavan 12 points.
Well, quite I suppose probably two nervy teams in one sense, and the finishing was probably poor from both sides. Like, I think we had 19 wides and some like 6 or 7 shots, so we created an awful lot of chances, and unfortunately when you create those chances you have to finish them.
Well, we came today, there was one thing we could control, and that was beating Cavan. That's all we spoke about all week. We hoped obviously results would go our way, and it took a while to win the game today rather, so we're happy with that.
Avoiding relegation was the primary aim for these two at Tuam Stadium. And Galway made an encouraging start against the wind with a point from Padarogo Grifa in the opening minute. Kildare responded and Paul Cribben settled them at a good point. Galway created plenty of goal chances, and while Kildare goalkeeper Mark Donlan was in superb form, there was little he could do to deny Shane Walsh after 24 minutes. Galway pushed on from there and led by 110 to 7 points at half-time. Kildare scored the opening 3 points of the second half, including this one from Alan Smith. But their comeback suffered a massive blow when Fintan O'Curry pounced for Galway's second goal. Kildare continued to battle away, but Manus Branagh denied Cathal McNally. Galway showed a great ability throughout to work the ball from deep. They counter-attacked strongly and were able to find men all over the field. And they finished off the game as a contest when Walsh was at the end of this good move to show great composure and slot home his second goal of the game. Galway finished with 14 men when O'Curry picked up a second yellow card for a foot block, but Mikey Conway's penalty came back off the post. Daniel Flynn eventually found the net for Kildare, but by then they were on their way to Division 3 and Galway survived. The full-time score was Galway 3-12, Kildare 1-12.
disappointing. It was disheartening. I think losing any games is very, very disappointing and disheartening. But then to get relegated, it's hard to take. But I suppose today was the final nail in the coffin. But it's unfortunately during the course of the league we haven't had a level of consistency that's required to retain our position in Division 2. And
what's most important, John, for us is that we get a kind of a system in play that we can, try and get the Galway football type of style back, and also maybe just try and refine that we have a collective going forward. And obviously you're going to have ups and downs.
So at the end of all that, Meath's win not enough to win their promotion, while the nightmare continues for Kildare, relegated for the second season in a row. Tomas, here's a quick look at the Division 1 table, the way it's panned out. We'll talk a little bit more about the semi-finals in a moment, but Tyrone and Derry, of course, take the drop there.
They do, Michael. I suppose if you look at the top 6 there, are probably the 6 best teams in the country, in no particular order. Tyrone, I suppose, will be very disappointed going down. Any team aspirations of winning the All-Ireland would want to play in Division 1. Derry, I don't think, placed the same emphasis on Division 1 as they did last year. They did very, very well, and I don't think it stood to them in Championship, so I think Derry will be driving a Championship more so than League this year. Sure. But as you'd expect in Division 1, really, Mike. Yeah,
let's look at Division 2. And the one team that we should talk about, of course, here, Kieran, is Roscommon, who have won promotion to Division 1. They won the Under-21 Connacht last night as well. Their football is going well at the moment.
Absolutely. John Evans doing a good job there, and Liam Cairns come in with him, and they came from Division 3 last year, 2 promotions in a row. They come up with Down. Meath narrowly miss out again. They finished 3rd last year. I suppose the biggest disappointment will be from Westmeath and Kildare. They've dropped 2 divisions. Westmeath on a real bad run after showing signs of improvement early in the year, but Kildare, that's a drastic drop for Kildare football, considering their underage they've been competing with Dublin to go to Division 3.
They're going to be in Division 3 next year, as they said. This is the situation in Division 3.